Hey y'all, I wanted to come on today and talk about gratitude. I haven't talked about gratitude in a while, and I thought about it because I've been talking about God, I've been talking about cultivating a relationship with God, building a relationship with God, all of that stuff. I've been talking about morning routines, which is something that I talk about over and over and over again, just because they're so helpful in life, period. Not even just um, having a relationship with God, or just cultivating that protection and that covering that you receive when you have a relationship with God, but just so that you can move throughout the day, so that those stressors, those unexpected things that happen, don't even phase you. They don't bother you. You know that they're going to be taken care of. You know that you're covered. You don't have to worry about it. But the reason why I wanted to talk about gratitude is because I just don't remember talking about it much. And it was so helpful in the very beginning when I first started this journey of just having a clear communication with my Creator, with the one that makes all things new, all things great, all things grand. And I want to say something. This is on a whole nother note, so let me just take a second to say this. I know that this is on YouTube, so Lord knows who's going to see it, when they're going to see it, or whatever the case may be. But one of the things that I want to say is that my assignment is to open people up and to introduce them to having a relationship with God so that they can save themselves, so that they can get rid of the fear, the anxiety, the depression, the worry, the stress, so that they know that God is the source of their supply. Not these jobs, not any of these things that everyone is doing out here. Not to say that there's anything wrong with it, but there is something wrong with us glorifying other things outside of Him. But I really wanted to take this pause because I don't talk about anything else but these things. Everything that I talk about on this channel is probably going to go back to God, because I feel like that is the foundation. But that doesn't mean that that is who I am as a whole. In other words, there's things that I love to do. There's things that probably most Christians would think would not be appropriate for someone who loves God, like cursing and things of that nature, or whatever, or secular music. Some of us get a little bit extra with the Christian and the judgment and things of that nature, which is not of God at all. But I think I just wanted to say that because I think that at times, especially people that quote unquote know me, and I make those quotes seriously, may think that there's something wrong, or that I'm quote unquote holier than thou. I am still the same person, and I think I am even more authentic than I've ever been in my entire life. So yeah, I still love hip-hop music. I have a dance party in this living room every single day, whether it's house music, whether it's hip-hop, whether it's old school, whether it's go-go, whatever it is. I'm still here. I still exist. But my assignment is to bring people closer to God, is to allow them to see that even if the absolute worst thing can happen to you, in some people's opinion, that would be losing a child. And I've had that experience. that experience brought me closer to God, but I did not lose who I am. Who I am. You know, do you understand what I'm saying? I am still the brightest thing in the room. I am still the best dancer in the room. I am still the girl, the Jersey girl, right? I am still all of those things. And you can be too. It doesn't have to be that you are quote unquote holier than thou. Please know that the things that others say about you are none of your business. They're none of your business, beloved, at all. So allow them to say what they say, think what they think, or whatever the case may be. Now let me get back to God's business. Thank you. So gratitude is literally what helped me build this relationship with God. And I just realized as I was preparing to welcome in the new moon and the new moon energy and things of that nature, I was like, let me make a video about gratitude, because it's late. I normally have already made my videos, uploaded them, everything. But today was a special day. God's grace is amazing. And there are some things that I asked for that just came into fruition today. And I was so grateful. I am so grateful. So grateful. And these things happen every day. Miracles happen every day. Every day. Yes. So miracles are happening, and miracles are happening now, right? So I was talking about how there's some things that I prayed about, that I asked God for, because I can't be everywhere. I can't do everything, right? And releasing control and allowing God to do his magic is, or has actually been a challenge for me. And it's something that I've had to learn over these past couple of years I thought that I had faith, but that's a whole nother level, to just get out of the way, literally, like get out of the way. And for someone like me who has been like a decision maker and the head of the household and things of that nature, it was a challenge. And so hopefully I'm speaking to someone who can understand exactly what I'm saying. Faith is a muscle, and you build that muscle more and more every day, daily. But there is this thing about control and releasing that control so that God can just do whatever it is that he needs to do in your life, where you don't have anything to do with it. You've prayed about it, you've asked for something, and you let go and you let God. It really is that simple. I remember hearing that statement and being like, what does that mean? One of my coworkers used to say it all the time, years and years ago. And I just, she actually got on my nerves, because at the time I was mourning, and I think this was before Ashley passed. So I was mourning afterwards. We still work together, obviously. And I was just like trying to make it through. And she would say that to me every day. And it would literally anger me. Like, girl, do you understand what I'm going through? But thank God for her. Thank God for her. I think about her often, because the things that she would say to me, she planted seeds. And that's exactly what I'm doing with this channel, is planting seeds. I'm going to make a couple of changes to, various places on this channel. But not about the things that I talk about, just about the aesthetics and some of the different things that I do. But anyway, getting back to her, there's something to be said about planting seeds. There's something to be said about saying the right thing to the right person even if they think it's the wrong time. And I don't know how I got off on that tangent, but I'm grateful for her, and I'm grateful that she was there at that time, because even though there were things that she said that rubbed me the wrong way, it's just because of where I was. It's just because where my mindset was. It's just because of the things that I was going through. And I definitely didn't have any relationship with God at that time either. So, but like I said earlier, I wanted to give you guys some things, and just talk about gratitude a little bit, because gratitude brings you closer to God. It's actually like taking time to think about what it is that you're grateful for. And I promise you, I know if you're a beginner and this is something that you've never thought about, and you know, there's inflation and there's the gas prices and there's a recession, and you know, I mean, you lost your job, whatever the situation is, there's still something always to be grateful for. Like, you know, I always use these examples because when I was trying to figure out what I was grateful for, it's just like the simplest things, like breath in your body, like you're breathing and you're not hesitating to breathe or struggling to breathe, you're breathing. Because you do know that there are some people that have like a thing, you know, there's all kinds of ways that you can breathe, but you're breathing. You know, you got up out of the bed this morning and you walked to the bathroom. You can walk, you can hear, you have the functions of your body, you know what I mean? And even if you don't, there's probably something that has been heightened because you might have lost something, but there's always something to be grateful for. I'm just trying to give you the simple things. I mean, it could be family. It could be the fact that, you know, your child made it to another birthday, or that you made it to another birthday, or that your car started this morning, or that you made it safely to work. There's so many things to think about when you really, really start thinking about it. So what I would suggest is that you make a gratitude list every day. And the list does not have to be exhaustive, because for whatever reason, we have time to sit back and Netflix and chill, but we don't have time to make a gratitude list. It's not going to take you that long to write down 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for every day. It's really not that serious, but I think it's essential if you do it. 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for every day, and try to make them different. Try to think. Try to wrap your mind around being grateful. Try it. It will help you immensely. The other thing that I was going to suggest is writing down a desires list. We always want to manifest, right? We always want to be in manifestation mode. We don't want to be talking and concentrating and, you know, mulling over what we don't want, right? We want to concentrate on what it is that we do want. So what do you want? Because that is like a number one question that a lot of people can't answer. What do you want? And it's not, and when I say that, what do you want? Don't write down your desires list like, oh, I want I don't know, I want to go to, like stuff that you do every day or stuff that you do every weekend or whatever. No, a desires list. Like, what do you really, really desire? Like, think about it. What is it? What is it? Like, do you want to go, my birthday is at the end of the month. I want to go to Cancun, or I want to go to the Maldives, or I want to go to Puerto Rico, or I want to go to Jamaica. I mean, I'm just saying, think outside the box, because these are desires. These are desires. You know, maybe I don't want a Honda Accord. Maybe I want I don't know, a Mercedes, or maybe I want a G-Wagon, or maybe I want a Maserati truck or something. I have no idea. I'm just saying, when you're writing down your desires, take it up a notch. Don't ask God for like basic things. And if a Honda Accord is what you want and that's it, like you're not thinking about anything else, that's your dream car, cool. All I'm saying is that whatever it is that you really, really, really want, and sometimes when you don't think that way, when you don't stretch your mind to think that way, you don't know. So that's a good place to start. That's a good place to start. Let's examine it. Let's, I don't know, get online and look at some stuff. Let's get some magazines when you go to the grocery store or whatever. Like, let's think about these things. Let's think about these things. These are amazing things to think about first thing in the morning, or even before you go to bed at night. What would make you feel amazing than to think about the things that you're grateful for and to think about the things that you desire to happen in your life? Instead of the latter, like, you don't want to be thinking about that scary movie that you're watching right now. You don't want to be thinking about zombies, and you don't want to be thinking about the recession or inflation or the gas prices. You don't want to think about any of those things, especially not when you go to sleep. You're planning those things in your subconscious mind. Let's think about what I'm grateful for. Let's thank God that I made it through this day. And think about some things that really went well for you. That's the reason why I'm making this video right now, is because I'm ecstatic about the answers that I got to my prayers. So therefore, I am grateful. Try it out. It's amazing. It's amazing. And you know what? The more that you do this, the more that you'll see that more great things happen in your life. More great things. Because now you're concentrating on your desires. You're concentrated on being grateful for everything that you have. Therefore, more can come in. More can come in. Isn't that amazing? So, I'm gonna go. I hope that this message resonated with you. And if it did, send me a light bulb. Put a light bulb in the comments below. Like this video if you like it. Please don't dislike it, okay? Don't even waste your time. It's unnecessary. And subscribe. I will be back tomorrow. Have a great one.